Japanese, Asian, and white.
So did you find that people like kind of looked at you funny because there isn't so many other people, rappers out there?
Yeah, especially Japanese or something. You see a lot of Filipinos coming up these days, like Hubert, Mixmaster Mike, in the DJ scene.
Right.
But then you don't really see that many. You do, but they're usually in the background, and they're not, the artist itself. Remember you were talking about Disposable Heroes. He was an Asian artist. See, I don't know what he is, Asian, Chinese. See, he's doing his thing and putting it on the map. We had D-Light. Remember D-Light? They had an Asian DJ. So there's a lot of Asians in the community. As far as the Asian community, there's a lot of Asians, and that's a different market to hit. And being that I'm Asian and coming with my own music, I produce everything I do myself, do my own DJing, scratching, writing, lyrics, program, everything myself. So it's that much harder, especially being not black, that you got to work because you got to earn the respect. So therefore, that's why I do everything myself.
From everybody, blacks, whites.
From everybody, yeah. Especially being Asian because it's like, Asians this and that, usually known as owning supermarkets or what it is, And, just because, they say Japanese, man, Japanese are rich. And I wasn't rich. I grew up on the other side of the tracks, with all the brothers, all the whites, everything. So it's just, I don't know. Earlier, like years ago when I started, it wasn't about racial things. It was just about everybody was breaking, didn't matter. Different races, but now it's more of a category thing, which is cool, that's how it's going to be. So you just got to deal with it.
Right.
You want to go answer that?
So you mentioned there about the fact that you DJ too.
Right.
That's important. You're really like all-around multi-talented guy. So did you start out DJing first or rapping?
Breaking. Started off popping. That was like 80, 81, 82. Started getting to pop lock breaking. That was when we first seen That's Incredible in the Merv Griffin show. They were breaking on it. We was like, man, this was 81, 82. I was in junior high. Started doing that, and me and my friend Tate, who sings Sherry, he's the vocalist on Sherry, he's producing with me on my next album, co-producing. He's the one that got me started in the music. He's the one that taught me. And we used to battle each other making pause tapes on cassette decks. We didn't have a mixer now. We just make a tape, pause it, and make different beats and put together a whole tape and see who can beat who on these pause tapes. Started doing that, and then we started scratching. DJ Mike Mosley, who's a producer now, he's the one that taught me how to scratch, him and Tate. Mike Mosley was the original pioneer in Fairfield. Him, Kurt Gandy, Carl Gandy, they were called The Force. Jackie, Gigolo Jack, old school DJ Smalls. They used to make tapes, just mixtapes, real mixtapes, DJing, scratching, everything. That's how I got into it. I started scratching, then started DJing. I was in UBC, which was a breaking crew. We won many a shows out here, Northern Cali, Southern, all the way up and down. Started DJing, with the crew. That's how we'd break. We'd have a party, show, DJ club, whatever it was. And I just kept furthering myself with that. Tate started singing. We had a group called the Get Busy Boys. The first rap group I was in, it was 84, 85. 85.
Did you put anything out?
No, we didn't put anything out. We made tapes, demos, and then I had met Ad Rock from the Beastie Boys. They used to come out to Ruthie's Inn. Remember Ruthie's? And I met them guys back there. Then my friend Kenny hooked me up with one of the Beasties, and I started calling Ad Rock and Say, who works at Def Jam right now. He's in the art department. Started calling him and all that, and there's this, kind of looked up to the Beastie Boys. That's how when we were rapping, we were sounding like the Beastie Boys, had that crazy drinking beer, smoking pot attitude. And I used to look up to them guys because they were, at that time, they were the only white guys that were out there and they were doing it. They were making a name. They weren't black and they were doing it, and everybody, black, white. And what I seen at their crowds, at their shows, they had every type of, you see Japanese, you see blacks, you see Filipinos, all the different types of races. And I was like, whoa, this is a different market, totally different. And by seeing them making it, got me really into doing it. So we were called the Get Busy Boys, me, Richie Def, which is Tate, and Genius G. We started doing shows and everything. I was writing all the music and all the lyrics at the time. We started doing things, and then people started coming up to us. You know how they start getting, hey, Rhythm, you did this, and that. They were getting mad because I was getting all the compliments. And I was saying it's because I'm writing it all. You know, I'm doing everything. All you do is have to rehearse it. And sometimes they, fucked up on that. So they were like, I'm quitting this rap. It's going to die next year. And this was 86. I was like, it ain't dying, man. It's just starting. They're like, oh, fuck it. So Tate started singing. Genius G went to do his art thing. So I kept going. I went solo in 87 and became RhythmX. How I got the name RhythmX, Rhythm Ray, that's what they used to call me. The X is when they say sign your name, so put an X. And also my style of music, I mix Louis Armstrong, Sinatra, all the way up to the new stuff these days. I listen to big band music, everything. My parents listen to it. What RhythmX is one word. It's not an X thing like Malcolm X. It's a mix of different rhythms. And I hope to go in the dictionary one day when I die that when it says RhythmX, it'll be my face there, meaning mixes of different rhythms. That's how I got RhythmX, and that's how I got started.